weeks ago, the West Australian Labor Party took a unanimous decision to change our policy on live export. Previously, yeah, tell me about it. I'll tell you what it is in a minute. I just wanted to look at a couple of the things, the more ridiculous things that have been said over the past couple of weeks around this very contentious issue. One of my personal favourite is that the Indonesians are going to starve if we ban export. Bovine meat, I've got the ABARE survey in my hand here. Bovine meat makes up 5.1% of the Indonesian staple diet. And my friends who worked, including, I've also worked in Indonesia, but my friends who have spent a long time there tell me that quite often it's just a bit of dried beef used in very poor households to flavour the rice or the noodles or the soup. Honestly, they must be so frightened by the public outrage at what has happened in the last month that they're making up these ridiculous claims. Then in the state parliament last week we heard some equally bizarre claims. The RSPCA being defunded, the president being told to step down. Give me a break. If you look at some of the people who were saying this in the upper house, you'll find that they're actually being paid by the public purse, and in fact one of them is a farmer. So I really think we need to, a bit tongue-in-cheek, wonder if he's going to step down too over a similar issue. But let me go back to what Labor has now committed to doing. This industry is in its dying stages. Yay! And I can't claim responsibility for that because I'm quite new to this issue, but for all of you people there, all of you passionate, wonderful, dedicated human beings who have spent so much time and commitment getting us to the place where we can start to see the door closing on the industry, congratulations, you are awesome. So what is Labor going to do? Well, the 600 delegates at our conference said that we will move to transition this industry away from live export and into chilled or processed meat. And this is not hard for a Labor Party to consider, because really when you lift the edge it's about local jobs and it's about local industry and it's about making sure that our local farmers have a sustainable way forward. So we're committing ourselves to work with all of the welfare advocates, with the veterinarians, with all the people in the chain that support this industry at the moment, to move them into something which actually makes a whole lot more sense. The moral code, the moral and ethical basis for this trade has gone. It is no longer there. In a developed country like Australia, we follow the lead of the US, of the United Kingdom, and of the European Union, who have read that the market has gone, baby. Get out of it. Move into a different field, and we need to help our farmers do that, and a West Australian Labor government agrees. I think there's only a couple of things else that I wanted to add to that, and that is the other parts of the things that Labor have committed to. We've committed to work on our federal colleagues to make sure that while this export continues for the duration, that we don't just match international world guidelines on animal health. We go a whole lot further and we say, while this abhorrent thing is happening, you could at least make sure that animals are stunned. There is enormous and horrific science, which I'm sure many of you have read, around what happens when an animal is slaughtered without stunning. I won't tell you about that because most of you will know about it. But the science is very clear on this, as it is on the cruelty of exporting animals on long trips overseas or travelling them on long distances on trucks. You can't do it without being cruel. establish an export industry that is based on a different type of product. And to do that, we need trade offices in other countries. We need to work tirelessly to create a better marketplace. And we need to get rid of the subsidies and tariffs that are currently supporting this industry. This is my good friend, Valentine. He's a member for Golden North, and I promise you he's fine. He's one of ours.
As a Labor member, I'm very proud to be here. I was shocked, like all of us were, by the negligence of Meat and Livestock Australia. I've also been shocked by the way our pastoralists failed to look at their industry, what the outcomes were. How they built up a whole industry around live export to one country just doesn't make any business sense at all. So we've got to be part of a team, all of us here together, to make sure we move towards a chilled carcass trade. Thank you for your support.